for today's cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
We have impending weather coming.
Oh, it was hailing earlier.
It was, and the possibility, we're recording this on Friday. It is January the 12th. And Kid has a cat that is sniffing his head.
And you got on to me. I got on to.
Yeah, well,
before we started recording.
Like ignore the kid, but that was hard to ignore.
It's like it feels weird. It's on my head.
Oh my God! Anyhow, it has been a day of going, and God bless Omega. We appreciate him so much.
Yep. He helps a lot.
He helps us just tremendously. I'm going to have to move my microphone so you might get weird noises. Other than just the paradankness. Mm-hmm. Stovepipe. Because the stovepipe, we've got a wood stove in the basement. That's our emergency heat.
Let me tell you, that thing is solid metal, and it brick inside, and it heavy.
Well, what it was, it's been there since the house was built, or close to it, which was in the 60s. And so the pipe had not been changed, and he had noticed several months ago that there was a hole that had rusted through because, yeah, you can expect a piece of pipe to, I mean, that's a pretty good run. Mm-hmm. And so he and Kid were the ones that were doing the install because basement stairs I can't do anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, they ain't good for you.
No. And that it was one of those that the way that the pipe fits together, there is a groove and then there's a notch, and the notch side, because of course it's circular, it's round. Yeah. And that it goes in there, it slides in there, and that locks the pipe together.
Mm-hmm. But it's a straight pipe.
Right.
So
but whoever
you have to align it.
Whoever had installed it the first time, and we had no idea because I think that section was towards the floor where we couldn't see it. Mm-hmm. They didn't have it lined properly, so it wasn't joined properly.
Yeah, you couldn't see the seam of the pipe. It was pointing at the bottom where you could not see it whatsoever unless you were on the ground.
Right.
Yeah, they did not close it the way that they should. It's supposed to like latch onto itself in a certain way, and they just crumpled it up over it.
Yeah, instead of getting the collar and joining it properly to the stove. We had a fire hazard for years and didn't know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had people that didn't know their ass from a hole in the ground building our house.
Because we have idiots amongst us, and some of them included, But
I'm
relatives.
still grateful we even got a house.
Relatives,
Yeah.
And the Appalachian engineering, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. And that was, this is why we're in a constant state of prayer, because we never know what is messed up and what ain't. What concerns me is that these people also did the electrical. Yeah.
I don't even want to know what's up in the crawl space. As far as the wiring.
I know. We try not to think about it. But it has been idiots amongst us day, week, year. And it's like, God.
It's only been a week into the year.
Went into the bank today, and glad that I did. Got just a little bit of cash out so that I could, because I believe in paying somebody for their time. Omega never wants us to pay him, but it's like, that ain't right. If somebody's doing work for you, they deserve to be paid. Mm-hmm. We can't expect him to do that stuff without any kind of compensation. And so it's a good thing that I did go to the bank, because then when we got to the Farm Bureau where we bought the piece of pipe, their card machine was out.
Yeah.
And it was not a problem because I had some cash, which is rare. I don't usually carry cash.
No,
I just don't.
No, you usually don't.
But
and that's for a reason. That's for safety reasons.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And it's most people around here. I know they see me rolling out, and it's like, no, that's a mama bear, and leave that alone. That's probably got a 38 someplace.
Yep.
And it's highly possible. It's never out of the realm. I do not look like a victim.
No, you look like someone that's gonna whoop their ass.
Yeah, and that's never out of the realm of possibility either.
Chair legs still in the car.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You got to be creative. Again, Appalachian engineering. What is that? It's a chair leg.
Weapon.
It's a chair leg. And so, as I had gone into the bank, and it was like, I was a little bit concerned because one of the kids that was working there, and they're sweet kids, they really are. And as far as she had asked how to spell 90.
N-I-N-E-T-Y.
Yes, and somehow she thought there was a D in the word instead of a T.
I mean, I didn't know where...
I was a little concerned.
I didn't know where the E went. Yeah, and then you asked me.
Well, but the thing is, you knew.
Yeah.
You knew. And it was just like, oh, well, there's difference in the education system and kids and society and,
It's like that girl that worked in the one place where we had to get the stovepipe.
I don't know that
I
trying
understand.
too hard.
I understand why people have that thing towards Tumblr people because they just got an essence and it hurts.
Yeah. That's why I don't even.
It's a cringe.
But if you notice the lady that was standing behind her when I told the story, she howled and laughed.
She did.
Because she's closer to my age. Absolutely. And it's like, so people don't understand when we, as far as winter preparedness, when you live in a rural mountainous area, you have to, every year, everybody's like, oh, you're prepping. And it's like, no, it's called getting ready for winter in this area. We've done it for generations.
Yeah.
Because there's possibility that we can get
seasonal preparation. 2
or 3 inches of snow on Monday, more snow on Tuesday. Now, this is what they were saying last time I looked at it. It could all change. And then more snow towards the end of the week. And temperatures not above freezing for like somebody had said 9-10 days. I don't know.
Doesn't that just sound lovely?
And the fact that there's always the possibility that our electric could go out.
Yeah.
And so that's the reason for having a wood stove. If you have a wood stove, then you also have a way to heat water and you can have coffee.
Yeah, it's a backup.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've always got food substances that, you can eat tuna out of a can. I've done it for... So it was a matter of, like I said, people who live here know this. And that's why the old people, what they'll do, they'll panic. They hear the word snow and they panic.
They do.
They hit the grocery stores and it's always bread and milk and we don't know why.
Necessary foods, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't. I mean, Kid and I are lactose intolerant, so we don't, and it's like,
and we don't eat bread.
Wheat allergies, so what we do, we go out and we've got cans of potted meat. We're good.
And we got vitamins, so
don't
worry about the vitamin deficiencies.
We've got plenty of food, folks. We're joking. I mean, we do. We've got plenty of food. But it's just, I had read this story the other day, and I will put the link if I can get it. I don't know if it's going to pull all the way. There it goes. Daily Mail, and this was by Alicia Wright, and was January the 9th. And out there in California, now there's parts of California that it's always warm and sunny. But there's other parts, there's mountainous regions of California that they've got ski resorts and all that stuff. And some of those people have gotten a tremendous amount of snow.
Yeah.
And are getting ready to get more. And so this one individual, I don't know what part of California she was from, but it wasn't the snowy part. And so she had stopped. That was the first time she had seen snow.
For real?
That's what it said in the report.
So it never snowed. Absolutely never snows in California.
She was up on top of, sort of a hill. She had other people with them. I'm surprised they were able to drive in it.
Isn't Yosemite in California?
I think so.
It snows up there.
Yeah. Yeah. And so she had gotten too close to the edge and it gave way. And I guess it's one of those, it's like, all right, it's snow. It's slick. I don't know if she didn't understand that concept or what it was. But she was hanging off the side of this mountain by a twig and a piece of wire. Seriously, because she was up there and she had been taking pictures of the stunning winter scenery, it says.
Oh, I would have loved to see that girl just dangling by a thread. And a limb.
You had this other couple that came along, and thank God that they did, because I think the other ones that she was with were kind of panicked. They didn't know what the hell to do. And so these other people, they had, like a tow rope or something because even in your cars, you've got to have preparedness.
Mm-hmm. You do.
And so they were able to drag her ass off the side of the mountain.
How did she fall? For real? Did she just get too close?
She got too close to the edge and the snow just gave way with her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's why if you want to sit there and take pictures, don't go to the edge of
you gotta be
whether there's snow or not.
Your phone's camera feature, it has a zoom ability. Regular cameras have a zoom feature.
And also,
you have to step a couple feet away anyway to get a good photo.
You've got to wonder, and I don't know if these people, if there was a place, I'm hoping there was a proper place, the pictures, to pull off of the road. I hope it wasn't just one of those that they stopped on the side of the road and blocked the road.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of people that don't know how to drive in winter weather. I'm one of them. That's why I stay in the damn house. Now, I know how to drive in it. It just absolutely panics the shit out of me. And I'm like, no, I don't need that stress.
Right.
I avoid it. Because the black ice incident back in 1984, that did me for life. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see why that will do you.
Yeah. It was a bad night. It was January the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
Yeah.
Keep stuff in your car if you have to be out and about and travel. And I know our people know this. Our pirates know this because they're not stupid people.
Right.
But everybody knows other people who are in the category of stupid people.
Yeah.
So you might want to pass some of this information on.
Yeah, you don't want that.
You want to have emergency supplies.
Mm-hmm.
And that includes some food and water and stuff like that. I read a story several days ago. I don't think it had anything to do with winter weather necessarily, but this trucker had been trapped in his vehicle for like 9 days. I can't imagine.
He didn't have food.
Well, now you can go for 9 days without food, but water, 3 days. No, you have to have some kind of liquid.
Eat the snow.
Well, yeah, you could. If it was snow, you could drink the snow. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's always good to have a tow rope or something like that with you. Around here, a lot of the people that get out with the 4-wheel drives, which I cuss them, except when it is winter weather like that, and they go out and they're cutting up the trees that fall across the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's appreciated.
It is. And that's just what they do. They go out, and you do have some of them that have the snow plows on the front, and they're kind enough to dig people out sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes.
But if you're going to take pictures, do it from a. Don't be a dumbass. The world has its quota.
That reminds me of this girl that I used to watch on YouTube. She lived over there in like Arizona, I think. And she fell off a cliff too because she was sitting on the guardrail or whatever, and literally fell backwards. Mm-hmm. She was goofy. She was dicking around and fucked around and found out.
Absolutely. With these selfies and all this bunch of bullshit, and it's dangerous. It's just ignorance. And that's one thing about, like I said, in the mountains, you can't be a dumbass or they'll eat you up. So, and I know that these other people that with this cold snap that's coming through, that's up north there, they're going to get hit harder than we are. We're in an area where we have pretty moderate, weather. Mm-hmm. For the most part. Every now and then we'll get something that's memorable.
Yeah.
But it really is not, it's not bad at all. And they do usually, until it is bad. And it's when they're just sitting there going, damn, it's like... Yeah, we've had some of those, but it's been a while. Mm-hmm. But you're usually not snowed in for weeks like you were when I was growing up. Yeah. Things have progressed in that respect.
Yeah, they have in a way.
Hey, at least we're blessed. We don't have to worry about our water line freezing, I hope. When I was growing up, we did. We did have to have a water line that would freeze up in the winter.
We've had water lines here freeze up in the winter before.
Not at this house. No, we don't, because they're in the basement. That's where the wood stove is, so we don't have to worry about our water lines freezing up.
No, it was the drain pipe that froze up. That's what it was.
Well, yeah, that's different. That is different. That's just as far as the gray water that goes there in the swamp. Mm-hmm. It's all good.
Yeah.
But anyhow, laugh, pay attention to your surroundings. Don't be a dumbass. Have preparations in case you come across the dumbasses. Mm-hmm. Because they're out there.
Oh, God, help us.
And they seem to be gaining in number. Final thoughts, kid.
Mr. Jesus. Why are people stupid?
And it's like free will. I don't know. I really don't. If you've had experiences with paranormal, supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, if you would like to share with us a Idiots Amongst Us tale, that would be great. You can put that in the comment section.
Yeah.
Email address, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. That'll be in the description box. Plus the link to the article.
Mm-hmm. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all and have a good.
Know that you're loved.
Yes.
And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next go.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.